So if you're like me and you've ever needed to create tasks from an AI prompt, this video is for you. So today we're taking a look at a previous scenario that we've developed about a week ago or so, where we created an AI sales trainer that gives us tips about what to do next in a certain sales deal. Now today we're going to extend that automation and we're going to create tasks out of that text by using a little bit of prompt daisy chaining. So yeah, stick around to find out more. If you're new here, hi, my name is Alex, and here on this channel we talk about AI, automation, low code, automating low code with AI, or anyway, you get it. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get started. In our typical fashion, let's first take a look at a quick demo of how the system works and behaves. So here I am, I've got my Airtable database where I have a deal, I have some interactions that I've had against that deal, and I also have some tasks that I have against this deal. Now, I'm going to trigger my AI sales coach to analyze all of this. It's going to give us some sales coach advice, and it's also going to tell us how urgent that advice is. But not only that, if that advice contains any kind of tasks that we need to do, it will immediately create those tasks here. And here it is. We've got a task that's called schedule follow-up call on the 9th of February. The due date is there and the status is pending. And if we take a look at that advice that we received from AI as to what should we do to take this deal forward and get it closer to close, you can see that its advice is to schedule a follow-up call with the client based on the straight line system, yada, yada, yada. It's all well and good. So that's the basic premise of what we're going to take a look at today. Now, I'm not going to explain what's happening with the database because we've done that in the previous video. So go ahead and check that out if you want to have a better understanding of how to set this up. But what I am going to focus on today is the automation. And more specifically, the last 3-4 parts of this automation, this part essentially. It's fairly straightforward. If you want, go ahead and check out that other video so that you can get up to this point. And I'm now going to explain what happens beyond that module number 8. General idea here is that first and foremost, we have a module whose job it is to analyze the advice that we've just gotten from the sales coach module, which is module number 7, right? This generates the advice and we print that advice in module 8. Now, what is this? Module number 12, this one, its job is to analyze that advice. And as you can see from my prompt, I'm giving it the AI sales coach advice details. So I'm mapping module number 7. Then I create the formatting for that response. Again, just the AI sales coach advice contains tasks, yes or no. I want to make sure that, if it doesn't contain any tasks, then we don't want it to do anything. But if there are tasks, if there are steps that we need to take, I want it to say yes, because I'm going to use that response in a filter down the line. Then I want the list of tasks from the AI sales coach advice, but in a certain format. And that format is dash, task name, pipe, task description for sales rep, another set of pipes, and then the due date of the task. And you see, I'm just copy pasting another example here, and I'm just then saying etc. Then I'm outlining the mission. Couldn't have been easier, to be honest. Couldn't have been simpler. Based on the provided details, desired formatting, please extract any tasks that the AI sales coach has specified. Of course, do not add any conversational language. Do not add any pretext and so forth. Max tokens, well, technically, we don't need that. Yeah, you don't really need to restrict it in terms of tokens. Temperature, keep it low, 0.2, 0.3, just try this out. And that's it, there's nothing else for us to do here. And just press OK. The next step is to set up the filter. And what I'm doing here is I'm trying to extract that response, that yes or no response from that part of the text where AI is giving us that answer. You see this particular part. So AI coach advice contains tasks. yes. I'm trying to extract that yes. And the way to do that is actually quite simple. All you have to do is just a series of split gets, and I'm finally adding an upper over here because I want to make sure that this text is formatted always in capital letters, because I don't want to risk it not being or having the first letter be capitalized. AI tends to do that on occasion. Text operators equal to yes. Basically, if this has yes, then we move forward. And the next step is essentially to take a text to structured data module and do a little bit of a manipulation here. So I'm feeding it the tasks that were generated here, or rather the structure of tasks, right? Over there we go. We have the list of tasks, and there's that one task along with all of its details. So I'm feeding that response now into this module, and I'm basically telling it to extract the tasks as given by the sales coach. Do not alter or edit anything from the structure. Tasks list text, the description, any leading dashes need to be removed, and the data type should be array, because what I want to do next is I want to take this array of tasks, as you can see here, and actually iterate through it so that then I can create the necessary tasks in my tasks table over here in Airtable. And this is how I've set up that particular module, where all I'm saying is, that's my base, that's my table. I'm linking the deal ID back from where I've triggered it from, like module number 2. And then what I'm doing is that I'm doing a split get on this particular value. So this particular thing, as you can see, it's split by pipes, and all I'm doing is really splitting and getting that particular portion of the string. So split by the pipe, and I get the first part for the title. The description, that's the second part of that string. The due date, that's the third part of that string, and goes on and so forth. The status, pending. Now, we could also get the contact ID linked in there, but I was a little bit too lazy to do that. So obviously there's room for improvement. But yeah, in basic terms, this is it. We've daisy chained one prompt into another in order to finally get a nice little structured response. Maybe this can be done in a more efficient way, but from my perspective, this is good enough. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This was a nice, short, sweet extension of that AI sales trainer video. I have a few other things planned, so watch the space. So if you have any ideas about how we can expand this and make this even cooler, please leave a comment down below. I try to answer absolutely every single one that I get. And yeah, I guess I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers.